welcome to my video and my channel. Today I wanted to talk about 10 nightly habits for you to implement so every night you end off with a good day and you can set yourself up for success the next day. I'm Jen Jalen and I love talking about mindset, discussions, being your best self and achieving your dreams. I would say I've completely switched my life up in the past few years, especially when I think about myself at 12 and now at 19. But I used to always love watching videos about morning routines, living alone, habits, and after achieving those dreams, I want to give back value to you guys too. So I do live independently, so some habits might not apply to you guys, but these are personally what I love to do and what I make sure to do every night, and if not, I try to do the next day after. The first one I'll start off with is exercising/stretching. You always want to incorporate some movement in the day, most preferably both at morning and at night, because I feel like that's the best way to start and end the day. For the night one, you can always make it chill, maybe just a stretch, or just take a walk. Any movement is great. After a whole day of maybe being sedentary, you want to get some movement in. I feel like I personally like exercising at night, plus it'll get you more tired and like sweaty so you can go take a shower, which leads to the next point. So the next one after this is to have a shower and get ready for bed, do your skincare, brush your teeth. And I know these are kind of like non-negotiable compulsory habits, but as a teenager who used to have like mental health issues and no sense of habit, sometimes you seem to skip these. As I've grown older, these are like non-negotiables because you discipline yourself and also live a better life for yourself, improving your self-care. After you shower, you feel so fresh and you're ready to like get dressed into your pajamas. And when you brush your teeth, your mouth just feels very refreshed, and the next day you don't have that really bad morning breath. And skincare, I personally do really simple skincare. All I do is like cleanse and moisturize. It depends what kind of skincare person you are. Some people have like 5 to 10 steps, some people just do one thing. So either way is fine. Just make sure that you get all your makeup off. If you're wearing makeup, just get some cleanser on your face because you want to wash away all the oil, all the debris on your face and feel fresh and keep your skin smooth and looking youthful. The third thing is to do your dishes. Although for some people you might not have to do dishes, but for those who do, make sure you do them at the end of every day because waking up to an empty sink is so great. And also over time, food sticks even more, so the quicker you wash it all off, the easier it is for you because you're gonna have to do the dishes anyway. You might as well do them ASAP so it's easier, especially if you're cooking, you have extra dishes, but even if you weren't, you still have a lot to clean. But as I do live independently, almost every day I'll cook, and that means every single day I have to clean and wash the dishes. It's like setting my house up for the next day. Moving along with this, so number 4 is just tidying up your space and your room. I'm sure things are placed everywhere. There's definitely some tidying you have to do, and maybe in your room clothes are piling up. Just put them away. The more you get into the habit of putting things where they belong, the more you'll stick to it. And this habit is a system to keep your space in check and not have to do those like weekly deep cleans and have like a big mess to take care of at the end of a few days. Instead, just every single day, put things back where they came from. Make sure all your space is cleaned up for the next day. Number 5 is to watch or listen to something informative. I'm sure like a busy day and maybe spending time on social media or having fun, you want to come home and rest, but you also want to be productive at the same time. So the things I love to do is put on like an informative podcast or a YouTube video. And podcasts I love is Diary of a CEO, but they're pretty long. They're like 2 hours long. So sometimes I'll just listen to half, or I'll put it on and literally do my own thing. For example, tidying and cleaning up, I'll do all that while listening to a podcast, or just watch like a YouTube video, maybe like this one or any other similar ones that make you feel like you're learning something and you're gaining good out of it. Because consuming positive and helpful content is more impactful than you think. It really motivates you because you might not be exposed to all of that, maybe knowledge and energy, until you search for it and decide to watch it for yourself. 6 is to have technology and phone downtime. And if you don't already set up downtime on your iPhone, mine is set up for 11 p.m, which might seem a bit late, but it's a good time for me because all your apps get grayed out, so you feel like it's time to get off your phone. And it's always good to limit your technology before you sleep. I know this is really hard speaking as like a 19-year-old Gen Z. It's so hard to spend downtime away from your phone, so I recommend even just 20-30 minutes of no phone before bedtime is good. This also helps with your sleep because you limit the blue light to your eyes, which increases like the melatonin, so you have the better signal to sleep. So number 7 I would say is to read. So once your phone is gone and you're still awake, you might want to read a book, but make sure it's like a calming one, or it could be a boring one because that way you get more tired. But reading is an amazing habit because it trains like your attention span and maybe your imagination too. And these days I feel like a lot of people don't actually set time aside for reading a lot because of how technology is around us so much. But I highly recommend reading, and I personally love self-improvement and informative books like financial or spiritual, but it could be any book. And for number 8, a little habit I want to include is to drink water. So stay hydrated hydrated because you're going to spend the next like 8 hours without any water. So you definitely want to have a little bit, but not too much because you might have to go bathroom later. Drink some water or like a calming tea, not like a one with a lot of caffeine, but those soothing teas that help you sleep, because you don't really want like a dry environment while you're sleeping because you might wake up, your throat's sore, your nose is stuffed. It's always important to stay hydrated, so that's a habit I recommend doing. Number 9, to really prepare yourself for the next day, is to pack all your things. For example, if you're going to school or work, pack your bag. Make sure you have everything you need so you have less stress to do it the next day. And also choose your outfits, lay them out, put them somewhere so you know the next day you've got it all planned out, because this saves you so much time in the morning, and in the morning you feel even more incentivized to go and do whatever it was. For example, if it was going gym and you set out your clothes the night before, the next day you'll see it and feel like it's easier to head to the gym. Whereas if you wake up and your gym clothes aren't ready, you might not be bothered to go and get them, and then you end up not going to the gym. So whatever you need for the next day, get it ready the night before. Last but not least, number 10, this one's my favorite, is journaling. When you journal, recount your day so you're aware of everything that happened and you jog your memory a bit, because sometimes at the end of the day you're like, what did I even do? After that, write down any thoughts you have. Write like no one's reading it, because no one is reading it. And also make sure to give gratitude every single day when you write. At the end, I always write things I'm grateful for, no matter what it is, big or small. I always sign off with gratitude. And along with this, you can plan out your day for the next day when you journal. You can write down a to-do list, what you want out of the next day, and your intention for the next day. These are my 10 nightly habits that I like to do, and I hope you guys can implement some, if not all of them, because they definitely help you out and set yourself up for success. Even if you just do a small bit of these habits, it's still good progress. Done is better than perfect, and if you just get 1% better every day, that will exponentially grow, and before you know it, you'll be a whole different person without even taking too much effort, as these habits become normal to you and you get used to it. And when I was younger, I really didn't implement a lot of habits, but these days I do, and I can tell a big difference with myself. It just makes me feel more reflective of my day, and I feel much better when I go to bed and when I wake up. I'm currently doing a challenge where I post on YouTube every day. Please like and subscribe and follow along. Keep up with me on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.